Okay, in last lecture we have discussed analog Butterworth filter. In today's lecture we will determine the key parameters of analog Butterworth filter and then we'll see the design procedure for analog Butterworth filter. Those parameters are order n and cutoff frequency omega c. So we'll have two cases. First case is when given values are E, that is a passband ripple, A is a stopband attenuation, omega p passband H frequency, omega s is the stopband H frequency, and using these four components we have to find out order n and cutoff frequency. We know for a Butterworth filter H omega square is equal to 1 over 1 plus omega by omega c to the power 2n. And now from the given relationship we can find out the limits. Those are 1 over 1 plus E square to 1 for passband and 0 to 1 by A square for stopband. Now to obtain the value, first we will work at the passband edge and we will substitute omega is equal to omega p. Then we can write the magnitude response of Butterworth filter as 1 over 1 plus omega p over omega c square will be equal to 1 over 1 plus E square from the given limits. Solving this equation will give E square will be equal to omega p over omega c to the power 2n. Similar thing we can do for the stopband edge frequency. Then we can write 1 over 1 plus omega s by omega c to the power 2n equals to 1 by a square, and a square equals to omega s by omega c to the power 2n plus 1. Now we know E square and A square in terms of omega p, omega s and omega c. Dividing both equations will give omega p over omega s to the power 2n, as omega c will be cancelled out if we take this minus 1 to this side. Then E square by A square minus 1. And the term we want to find out is n. So if we take the logarithmic of this particular equation, we can easily determine the value of n. So taking log will give 2n log base 10 omega p over omega s equals to log base 10 E square over A square minus 1. Now solving this will give n equals to 1 by 2 log base 10 E square over A square minus 1 over log base 10 omega p over omega s. So now we have determined the value of n from E, A, omega p and omega s. Next thing we want to determine is the value of omega c. The value of omega c can be determined using first omega c to the power 2n equals to omega p to the power 2n by E square. From the first relation we have find out. Second is omega c to the power 2n equals to omega s to the power 2n by A square minus 1. Now it depends upon our requirement. If passband H frequency omega p has to be exactly satisfied, then use 1. If omega s has to be exactly satisfied, then use 2nd. So it depends upon the requirement which H frequency has to be exactly satisfied. Depending upon that particular point, we will choose of these two equations from where we want to find out the value of omega c. Now case 2, determining omega c and n using AP, AS, omega p and omega s. And we already know the relation between AP with E and AS with A. So we'll directly use those relations to determine the values, which are, so we will use these two relations to determine the value of E square and A square from AP and AS, and then we can find out the value of omega c and n using case 1. So we are not discussing this particular case because this case can be easily derived from the case 1. Next, we will discuss design procedure of low pass Butterworth filter. So first, there should be some given quantities AP, AS, omega p and omega s, whereas there should be alternative. For AP there should be E, for AS there should be A. So we know how to convert. Then in first step we have to begin with the magnitude response specification of the digital filter and transform same to find out the analog filter specification. There are two choices, either we can use impulse invariant method or bilinear transformation. Both of these transformation we have already discussed. For impulse invariant, omega p will be equal to omega p by t, omega s will be equal to omega s by t. For bilinear transformation, there will be tan omega p by 2 or tan omega s by 2 term will be there for finding omega p and omega s. Now we have find out the value of passband H frequency in analog domain and stop band H frequency in analog domain. Then we will find out the gain. Now the gain and attenuation of analog filter and digital filter are same. So we doesn't do much in this particular part. Next part is step 2, that is compute the filter order. This filter order will compute using the value of E and A, omega s and omega p. Then we'll find out the cutoff frequency omega c, as we have discussed just before this particular part. Next part is we'll determine the analog filter system function HAS, that is analog Butterworth filters transfer function, which we have discussed in last lecture. Then at step 5 we'll transform HAS to HZ and the transformation method which we have chosen in step 1. So it is very important part. In step 5 the transformation method should be the same as of the step 1. That's all for this lecture. Thank you.